Hey everyone, welcome to the Clips channel. Did you know this isn't our main channel? Yeah, you should subscribe over and find our main videos and our streams as well. We also have a podcast that you can find wherever podcasts can be found, so explore the internet. See you there.
Oh God, I just clicked like twice on accident. If you'd be so kind as to take those first two lines.
It's been quite some time since I set foot in Az's Law, but I understand the three of you were here more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit. Do you need me to do this one too?
Yeah, that one too. Sorry,
Alas,
you're reading for a little bit.
We had no cause to set foot in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Valentuna is the person to ask. As far as I know, he's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face.
Yeah, I'm going with that second one.
Yeah, second one's right. Which,
yes, you were a friend of her father.
But he died in Omega, right? Or flew off into space or something. He like
died.
Yeah, died probably isn't the right word, but he
pieced out.
Yeah.
Were you Estinian? Was I Estinian? Who was Estinian?
I don't. You've got two. I'll do a. I think you were Estinian, but you've got two here.
Feel free.
Okay.
But be my guest.
I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she had yet harbored thoughts of vengeance, and I asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago, quote unquote. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her, even now.
I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut.
Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotion as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool for evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her.
That is some. Oh, I love the requirement
pizza?
Of duty.
Some Estinian pizza? Is that what you love?
No, I mean I can't say I've had the pleasure, so I can't speak to its quality.
You would have a nice Kiva oven. Jesus Christ.
He doesn't stay anywhere long enough to have a kitchen set up. I feel like an Estinian pizza is just a haphazardly reheated Totino's.
Yeah, it's just a Lunchable. Tiamat awaits. This way.
Lunchables are not pizza. Changed my mind.
But when pizza's on a bagel...
That's a bagel bite, which I am down for.
You can have pizza anytime.
Lunchable pizzas are disappointment in a plastic
they
clamshell.
were fine as a child when you didn't know any better, but yes, I would not seek one out now. As we all chased our dreams of charcuterie.
My mom would do this thing where she would make them on sliced in half English muffins. She'd do like pizza toppings on it and then pop them in the toaster.
Yeah, that's chill.
Freaking like that's the flavor of my childhood. Holy shit! Hi everybody.
I got a lot of mid lineup. Oh, midi.
All right, I'm destinating.
Everyone's kind of dotting. I mean, they are quite imposing, you know, locked in their Halligan thing. All right, I'm in destinating. Do you want a subtitle? It's
I think we let it ride because I have a feeling. Language. I have a feeling it's going to be voiced.
I mean, this part's yes. We'll try to keep up. I'll try to read at the speed. All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1, go.
My sire's mortal companion, what brings thee back from this forsaken place, child of man.
Sir, that is bringeth.
Pardon me, I wasn't fancy
Please
enough.
commit to the bit.
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Oh.
No, it's gonna keep going.
This has happened like 3 times in Final Fantasy 16 so far, and it makes me laugh every time.
Ah, that is my sin. Should be repeated.
Just sounds like you're doing a Kmart announcement.
I sense not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Mercedes? Our children.
Ericidia. Jeff at Kmart is getting laid off, so he's reading Lord of the Rings over the loudspeaker as an FU.
The icons claimed their souls when first he manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools of the Allagan's dark designs.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing
with our
only
lives
to
too,
preserve
or
Bahamut's
eyes.
We were there.
corporeal form.
Pardon me, we were there.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, the dragons of Mercedes are at the mercy of these assassins. There can be no other explanation. Accursed assassins, vile minions of darkness. Again, you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. And there are no depths to which you will not stoop.
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
This straight up sounds like Vegeta, and I'm into it.
What wouldst thou have of me, slayer of dragons?
Behavior
golden hoggery gonna
befitting
happen
a
here?
great worm.
Wow.
We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire. But words should have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. Wow, that...
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee of the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter. For even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends, and lay Bahamut's memory to rest. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe Hydaelyn, and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. This pleases the Azure Dragoon.
It's about time.
Well, he did say he was, merged. He seemed kind of Nidhogg pissed off there, so.
That was a great Asthenian scene.
Yeah.
Some really freaking good line delivery there.
It's always fun to talk to dragons. Just a good time.
So, did we get an explanation? I was a little distracted by how amused I was by you trying to keep up and read Dragon that I don't think I digested Tiamat enough there. Did we actually get an answer to what the hell happened? What's going on with Bahamut? Lunar Bahamut?
I mean, what I gathered is she's super duper pissed at Ascians because they have no respect and stuff. And also, she likes Hydaelyn because of the reason she listed. So, no,
okay.
I don't think we got any thicker than that. It was more of a convincing.
Chat's saying no, it's still a bit of a mystery. Okay, so I understood it better than I thought. All right. It was one of those, like, I'm not sure I understood that, and I'm afraid to ask. Kyle, are you starting stuff without telling me?
No, Graha there, Graha.
I'm having a think. Let me cook. Everyone wants to let you cook. Let me cook. While Porxies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her.
Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here?
Well, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Alligans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. We shall leave that to you, then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles.
I know Alphino and Val and Tuna here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through?
Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am, to make me take the first step towards a brighter future. And now I would help Tiamat do the same.
I gather you are not as young as you look.
Mayhap when our work is done, here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea?
And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not.
I see. Ahem. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Ah, yes, we are familiar with it. The Ethereal Chemical Research Facility in particular. Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Here, have my blood.
Yeah, why not? Which you just happen to be carrying around with you.
I suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambros, Orianger, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready, should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions. Having identified me as being of royal blood, and armed with that spirit vessel, I posit that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. Seemed worth a try at least. Agree. We'll take good care of it. The twins need new outfits. It's bothering me. To the flagship, then. I don't know why you're bringing up Ring Pops Dallas, but now the Baby Bottle Pop song is stuck in my head.
A Baby Bottle Pop?
I would like to shake you.
Well, you dip the pop and shake it.
No.
And then you
that's
dip it again.
No. What?
Yeah.
No, that's not. No, is it?
Baby Bottle
Is that a
Pop.
baby-
Baby Bottle
That's
Pop.
the part I'm thinking of. That's the only part I can think of.
You dip the pop something. You rip it and shake it? What's the second phase of the...
Dude, literally, my brain is just going baby bottle pop, over and over and over again.
Yeah, but there's
That's
instructions.
the only words I know. I know there's instructions. I'm telling you, I don't remember them, so my brain is a hell of my own design.
Is it rip it? You don't rip it. Surely you didn't rip it in 1999 or whatever. No one ripped it in 1999. Dip it, lick it and shake it. There we go. Thank you.
Oh my god.
And lick it again.
I love it when Kyle gets musical. It's one of my favorite things because it doesn't happen very often.
What about the Doodle Bear?
What's a doodle bear?
What is a Doodle Bear?
Oh, is that the stupid ass bear you could draw on?
Yes, it's the stupid ass bear you could draw on.
Okay, yeah. I don't. If that had a song, I do not remember.
I believe it was an Elvis song. I think that they ruined.
Well, we've been over this before. I'm not an Elvis fan, so.
What? How did? I guess that's what they're using to get around. Huh? That makes sense.
Okay. Let us split up and search the flagship for that node. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. I would not do to accidentally release... it would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is to simply identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding.
So, a quest.
There we go.
You mean a quest?
A quest!
You mean
Yes.
a basic quest? We've done this a few times, Alphino. That was a lot of instructions.
It's Alpha now. He hangs out with Orianger.
Oh,
I found a node.
there's...
That is an egg. That is straight up an egg.
You found an egg?
That is an egg.
Oh.
Up on the bridge.
Oh, I was talking to Estinian who was talking about why are they quivering. Oh,
How did you even find Estinian?
he was down there.
How did you
This
find
is an
him?
egg.
He was in a tunnel.
This is an egg. Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause intruder interference. Advised deployment of automated combat units. Proceed.
Who here watches I Think You Should Leave and knows why I am so amused by an egg voice?
Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance.
Retreat to egg, safe distance.
Egg.
Feed egg, Kyle. Feed egg.
An egg in these trying times.
No, you gotta feed the egg if you want to see a naked egg. I found the final node.
Wow, you're fast on the nodes. All right.
Warning, scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in 2020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release.
All right, we did it. We did it, fam.
Rip it, Kyle.
Rip it. Dip it and shake it.
I'm afraid Estinian and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? I did! A node which smells like burnt hair!
You're just gonna say no.
To me, Estinian is saying, I know the one. Though I thought
Oh.
the stench more akin to a fire in a manure shed.
Wait.
But it seemed likelier to explode than grant our wish. Surely there must be another. Oh, there's a right answer here.
Okay. Apparently no just ends the quest.
A chirruping node which spontaneously warned me about neglecting the dragon restraints. That seems probably the right answer. Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel? I dare say, it is indeed the node of which Graha spoke. And it was chirruping, you say? Very well. Let us take a closer look. Kyle just farts a chair out of his butt and flies away.
Preferable to the cat, I figured.
With the Warrior of Light. I refuse to continue the MSQ.
Nope.
No.
We're done. We're done here. I've had enough
We're done
As's
here.
Law.
Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanism? Bleep bloop. You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family. All those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps? I was not programmed to love. Oh, wait, what was the text on this? One never knows when a small portion of royal elegant blood might come in handy, which is why Grahatia keeps this vessel about his person.
Gross.
Ah, here we go. New user detected, commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name.
Oh. Wouldn't I lie and say I was Graha?
Yeah, I would think so.
That would be my goal.
Well, then I'm saying tuna no crust.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I guess.
Here we go. Welcome, Tuna and Val. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat. You know what? If it was accurate, it'd be horribly wrong. Matt.
Is that how it's said?
A system update is required. No, I'm just saying, like, when AIs like read your name, it's usually wrong. A system update. What do you suppose that it is asking of us?
Ramu.
I could hazard a guess.
Yeah, sure. I'm not angry at the orb. Well, that's more than I can say. Confounded bloody thing.
User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. Bloop. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. Apple made me buy a new one. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship.
So, can this thing release the restraints or not?
It can, but only once it has perceived the requisite system update, as far as I can tell.
Until which time it floats there spewing nonsense.
User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placation protocols. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without. This dude never used Clippy with Microsoft Word. Alpha no, too young to know what Clippy is.
Probably too young to know HK-47 too.
I don't know HK-47.
HK-47 was a delightful Star Wars robot.
I mean, I'm aware of its existence, but I was just, making a joke off the fact that I've never completed.
Yeah,
Sword
meatbags.
Tor.
Yeah, meatbags, exactly. He's the meatbag guy.
KOTOR.
Yes, KOTOR.
That's KOTOR.
Yes.
KOTOR's the MMO. KOTOR is the game everybody loves. All right, continuing on. Guiding user to terminal this way, please. Please, 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 please. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Warning, errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update, 5 years, 1 day. The fuck did you just say? That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it will have changed all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say, we shall be able to muddle our way through.
Geek Squad Scions here.
Oh my god.
Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we've made any progress.
That's gonna be the thumbnail for this video.
I assume more worth thumbnailing will come.
No, this is it.
But
This
if
is
this
the
is
most
where we
important
end
part.
this is the video. If we ended it right now, that would be
That's
the
it.
thumbnail. Yep.
I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Graha once this is over.
Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allegan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians. And it was the same in Ishgard, where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touched turned to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with this Fantaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too?
Certainly, after I've wiped the smile off his face.
Damn, I'd say the middle one is more brutal. I'll remember him.
I kind of read ahead.
Frickin' put him down, yeah.
Middle is amazing.
Yeah.
You're right. Yep, you're right. 3, it doesn't matter. We don't need to sync up. You're absolutely right. Number 2 is amazing.
Brutal. I see the point in reasoning with the wretch, or remembering him for that matter. But perhaps there's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence.
Dude, I literally just said I would body the fool. You just don't understand the reference. You think us unwise for viewing the world as thus?
Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view this compassion as a weakness to be exploited. And there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship, only to wish you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should get back to our task. If Alphino has things in hand here, I suggest we join the others. Interesting tonal note in that regard.
How so?
Oh, just, because we're coming to when clearly everything's going to explode because we have an expansion. So sort of reminding us that we have a tendency to be a little overkind is an interesting bit here. That water there is really weird.
Yes.
I mean, the whole place is weird, so I guess it's just, par for the course, but it's flowing into nothing?
This whole zone is busy.
It's weird. It's a weird place. Full of weird things.
Oh god, just go straight into a cutscene.
The wing is real. Alright, meet you there.
It's not a talkie, so.
Okay.
You do you.
Estinian told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he's needed elsewhere.
Oh, Heavensward music.
Oh, nice. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition.
Our readings confirm that her ethereal balance leans strongly toward the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely.
Meaning I'll need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance.
Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds.
Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints. Ethereal dampeners. I'm counting on you, Angelo.
Never saw the pit coming.
No one can.
Where was I? Such warmth. The frost has shrouded my soul, doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of a war with the men of Aleg. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now?
Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Val, Tuna, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. Past. I lost my accent.
Past.
I want to hear about Bahamut and the Ascians.
That seems like the obvious one, but I wonder if the Alag one's actually more interesting. But yeah, let's do top.
You do you.
If it's a trick. But yeah, let's do top. Together.
Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that the peace we found in Mercidia could have lasted for eternity, but alas, it was not to be. The Ascians saw to that. In all creation, I know of none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alag first came unto Mercidia, unto our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in the search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mercidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the sea.
Oh, look at the babies.
Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I had found a place to raise our young.
Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Shalayan scholar Rarusha? Should I know this name? She posits that man first settled on the southern continent toward the end of this second astral era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself.
Again, Angelo!
This adorable pig just carrying this entire expansion end.
Pigwalker.
When the first the children of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places which we held dominion. Such was their fear of our dragonkin. As they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship arrived upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife. Until one day, they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over their affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end, for the men of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Ascians. The rest thou knowest only too well.
But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Ascians together, and you and your beloved will have justice.
Fine sentiment.
Round of applause for the Kyle show that's currently happening, chat. This man is going hard.
But, where was I? But you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over.
Keep going, Alice. The magic is working. Well damn done, dude. That was a lot.
Thank you.
That was a lot of reading, and you poor bastard, you also signed yourself up for Asthenian tonight.
We'll be back to the show, don't you worry. Oriange will show up, and all will be forgiven.
Hither to thither, and hither again. Dost thou protest too much?
While I knew this wasn't going to be easy, no patient? Patent? What's that word, Garrett?
No patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. The patients of people
No
were
patient?
curing from tempering. Tempering patients.
Oh, no patient. Oh.
Like a patient.
Yeah,
like a doctor and his patient.
like practice to this
Yeah.
point. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But we're
No,
close.
I get it. I get
feel
it.
it.
It's a word with multiple meanings, like so many words in this, deeply confusing
yep,
language we
this
call English.
foolish language we've decided to all use.
Yep.
I can feel it. And while I've only got a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work.
Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require.
Careful, I might hold you to that. All right, here we go.
The action music, the stuff is happening music.
It's gonna be okay music, you know? This isn't a mistake music.
I wish I had that in real life. Like I start to do something I'm not sure about.
But wouldn't you
But
just
then the-
stand there like moving between the options and waiting for the music to play?
Yes, like that episode of Rick and Morty.
Yes,
referenced in
exactly.
our video this
He's
week.
standing in the grocery store choosing lunch based on the music.
I could have used that for tonight's dinner, let me tell you.
Poor thing.
No. I'm almost
Ready to sing?
there.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
I mean, don't overdo it, you know.
This is it, Angelo.
The icon script grows weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Ooh, that's a cool shot.
Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in this like manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. Should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than to live as a tool of evil. You too wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Did you have Heaven's Ward 2 on your bingo card for today?
Can't say I did.
Alphino's ready.
This is very cool.
It's time. Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Your sale should be here to see this.
never noticed she was nailed down.
Oh, I didn't either. Good call. Or good notice. Good eye. My brain is done. We had an Asian conversation tonight. I'm baked.
Oh, okay. Bahamut, my beloved. Beloved.
That was actually voiced in a way we can understand.
Vengeance. Rise.
By the gods!
Urianger, your timing could not be better.
Oh, they actually went for the cat ears.
Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagelthan.
Well, you know, they could have just, you know, reused the animation at the side of the head, but they went for it. They went for him.
He flies for the largest amount of settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen Y'shtola do the Link Pearl thing.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Well,
You extra bitch.
apparently. You know, why not? Why not?
Estinian, the answer to the question, can a character be too cool?
When you're the DM character, you can do whatever the hell you want.
That's not the DM character. The DM character is Alphino.
Well, yeah, well, there's many DM characters.
Graha says, "Well, I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle. 'Twould be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Have some money or food, your choice."
A whole smoked chicken.
Oh, that's a cover title or cover image.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, Flames of War.